Veronica Mwangi. I work with the Kenya National Commission for Human Rights as a Deputy Director in charge of a department called Reforms and Accountability. So I would just want to address myself to this interview, in particularly the fact that the Constitution of Kenya does provide the Bill of Rights, which is Chapter 4. And in Chapter 4 of the Constitution, you realize that all the rights that are enumerated in the Constitution speaks to every human being. And this again will also include persons living in the streets or people who have aspects, maybe they live in the streets or they are connected to the streets because of one way or the other. So in Kenya, for instance, we have a community that lives in the streets. Oftentimes the slang that is used is children in the streets or people in the streets or street families. And they too have rights. And that's why the Constitution is very keen on ensuring the security of person, not just the people who are in their homes, but again also the people in the streets. And sometimes it's also good for us to understand that there are various reasons that brings these persons into the streets. The issue of homelessness is an issue that cuts across globally. You find that in Kenya alone, you have street families in Nairobi and in all the 47 counties across the country. And therefore, there is need for us as a country to look at the causes, what we call the root causes of the homelessness, and what are some of these factors that result to people or even families moving and living in the streets. And on one of the issues that we have really addressed is the concern of brutality, of the brutality that is alleged to have been perpetrated against the people living in the streets. And one of the key things I would want to say as a Kenya National Commission on Human Rights is that we protect rights, and our mandate in terms of protecting rights of course extends to ensuring that where there are allegations of violence or even abuses of human rights against human beings, then we are mandated to conduct investigations. And in conducting the investigations, we are able to really speak to different stakeholders, the police, and the different actors to understand what happened, who is responsible, and even follow through on a remedy that is needed. We always really want to encourage the police and the different law enforcement agencies to ensure that when it comes to even addressing or even contacting the street families, we need to be alert and aware that we could be having children who are in the streets, and they also need a lot of support and a lot of protection. And where need be, and where there are cases maybe of violation by the street families, we need then also to report them to the relevant agencies. In Kenya alone, we have a street families and rehabilitation fund that is government established. And this fund is housed within the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection. And this Street Families and Rehabilitation Fund, its work is largely to support the street families or the street children by one, identifying where they are, doing a background check and finding out why exactly are they on the street, and of course following through with regards to reintegration, rehabilitation, and even support. And therefore, as a commission, we would really want to encourage that if there are any cases of brutality or even abuses against the street families, there is need for the street families to reach out to us. They can come to our offices at KNCHR, CVS Plaza on Lenana Road. Alternatively, they can also reach out to us by SMS, by sending their SMS complaint to SMS number 22359. And in doing so, then we shall follow through and establish what is going on.